Hello, this is Kayla, and I'm going to be showing you today how to use Edossea, which is a secure way to send files via email to patients or to other offices as well. So how to use Edossea? It's very easy, and it'll already be configured on all desktops, anywhere that we send records or that we send any statements or documents, excuse me. So it'll already be usually on the front computers, probably not the back office, since up front is where we usually send all of our records. Now, how we send x-rays and records is going to be from the desktop, but where we need to start is going to be in the patient chart. So let's click the patient chart. Pops up. We're going to be using myself. Now, we want to make sure that everything is good to go and integrated. How you know Edossea is integrated on each computer is with a little icon that looks like a chain link. It's going to be right here. It's called Dentrix link, but that's the chain link. When you click it, Edossea will pop up. As you see here, when you hover over it, it says Edossea link. That's how you know everything's integrated and good to go. What we want to start with first are exporting the x-rays as normal. Now, normally we export the x-rays by going in here. So in Dexis, we click on the export button. Same thing. Let's click on the export button. We want to save it to where we normally do, which is the desktop. Now, we can't have it as Dexis files, of course, because if we have it as Dexis files, only people who have Dexis can open these, which means we can't send it to patients that way. And some offices use other software as well. So let's save it as JPEG. Say I want to send a specific x-ray. Of course, there's no, we can click on one. But this time, let's send all the x-rays. I'm going to hit Export Send, which will be my full FMX. Once we have the full FMX, we have an option of sending it as one FMX, which means one image, or individual images. Let's send them as individual images so that they're easier to view. All right, so that has been exported. Let's take a look. And there we are. 1 through 10, all right here. Or 1 through 11. They're all here. Okay. So once we do that, let's go back to the patient chart. So now we're going to go back to that link. Click the link. If it's not already popped up, and then click on this here. Click on it. This will pop up here. Now, on some, you may get something showing that you have to log in to Edossea. Now, it should already be logged in because we want to make sure everything is set up individually so we don't have to worry about this step. But if it is not, it'll be our pscc@gmail.com as the username, and the password will be the same as all emails. So that's how you'll be able to log in and get this window here. So as you see, it has the proper and correct patient and proper information. Now we're about to data exchange, send our information to Edossea's website. Found patient on Edossea, taking you to Edossea. Great. So it's already on there, ready to load. And here I am. So this is the patient. If it's not the correct patient, you can also add a patient, or you can add a patient to, or add someone else to send the records to, which means you can send it to multiple people at one time. All right. So these are the required fields that we need. And I should rephrase that. Excuse me. You can send it to multiple people at one time, but also multiple patients at one time when you click this button. So now we're going to enter anything with a red asterisk, means field, required field. Let's enter all the information that's needed. Let's label this FMS. Now we can change the date, either the date of the radiograph taken, the date of a consultation, whatever you'd like to change the date to, you can do so. I'm going to change it to the date the x-rays were taken. Back, they were taken on February 6th. Okay. And I should note, because right now I'm in Firefox, we usually use Google Chrome, but it does not matter what internet browser you use. It will access from any internet browser. It does not work better on any browser. We just use Google Chrome as a preference. Okay, so perfect. We have all the important things marked and ready to go. We can add a comment if we'd like. So say we're sending to a specialist. We are going to write what this patient needs and why we're sending these x-rays, because this is technically the body of the email. So for this patient, I'm going to say patient needs ortho, wants to discuss Invisalign. Okay, now we're going to, just like sending email, drop files or add files. Put that there. Okay, so I know all these here, which would be 1 through 12, or technically 0 through 11. So I'm going to hit all these. These are the ones I want to add. I'm going to hit open. They're going to be imported to Edossea's website. You'll see all of them come up here. Once imported, I'll show you how to change the date. All right, so all of them have been imported. It's all done. So you can either change the date of the radiograph, which means the date that they were taken. You can change that date either individually or all together. So the reason why you can change it individually is because you may be sending x-rays from 2 different dates. You may want to send, say, for a root canal showing the progression of the decay. You may want to send a pano taken from 3 years ago and some PAs taken to an oral surgeon for an extraction. So it's very important to know what you're going to do and what you're sending for, because of course it will change the steps you do. So if I want to do all of them together, since this is an SMS, we're going to click this button. Click to check all. We're going to select set date of check, and let's change the date. So once again, as I changed up top, it will be February 6th. We're going to hit set date, and boom, date goes to all of them. Now, if we accidentally, put them to all of them, oh shoot, I need to change like 1 or 2, you just click it, and it'll change that specific date for you. If you accidentally uploaded a photo or an x-ray or even a desktop document, hit remove. It will remove that one specific photo. Simple as that. It's very user-friendly and very easy. So just like that, we created our email to send to a specialist. Okay, let's hit Save Record. When you hit Save Record, that means Edossea has this record, and it will save this record because as a minimum of 7 to 10 years, we need to keep these records on file. We have them. Edossea is unlimited storage, and we'll be able to keep all records and search by patient name, as you can see here, to find those specific records. If there's multiple records for a patient, that's okay. It'll save the patient to Edossea and have different setups for each record saved. So it'll be easy to locate everything. If you'd like to add more files, as you see, you can add more files. This is a cool one. You can add a referral form. So a referral form is something that is automated on this website. Now, we usually use our own referral forms, but say there isn't one created. Okay, we can use this. Requested surgery, requested exam. We can use the same body and the same text and script that we use, enter it here. Referred by who? You can also change this instead of saying perfect smile dental care to say a specific doctor, Dr. Choi. Or I should say Dr. Samuel Choi. There we go. So we know it's a specific doctor. Referred to. These are a lot of doctors. I believe this is just get automated and given to you. I guess I don't know if they're doctors in the area, but it's pretty cool that they have that as well. Now, what's really cool as well is when our address book is up there, it'll actually show the doctors that we would refer to as well. All right. So you can enter the date and time. Say if there is an appointment already set up, and they tell us that, oh, they have an appointment date on this, this, and this. Or the patient calls and says, hey, I have my appointment on this, this, and this. So if they need help locating the patient, they know exactly who we're looking for, when the appointment is, and where. So it makes it a little bit easier on both ends for us. All right. Okay. I know, I think I moved the wrong one. Okay, let's look at it. I think I closed out the wrong window. There we go. Okay. All right, this is the correct one. Okay, perfect, perfect. Access it again. Okay, there's my information. So that was pretty cool. So I accidentally closed out of the window that I was using, and I was able to locate my records properly and get everything back up. So back to this page, without adding a referral form, what I'm going to do is, and I don't need to save anything, because as of right now, everything's accurate. If I want to write some specific notes that I want to keep for this record on Edossea that does not get sent, then, and it doesn't get sent through email, then I can write that here. I can say something like, patient very PLC must save all records properly. I don't know, something like that. So that will be saved specifically to Edossea's website and will not be sent anywhere. Since everything is accurate, I'm not adding anything else, and I'm not selecting any other piece. So what's really cool is that, say if this is specifically for an endodontist office, and someone needs root canal number 3, I click the tooth. Click it. What's oh, because I need to say that no. Okay, look. That's why. I'm moving too fast for my own brain. Okay, so we're gonna click the tooth. No, not working. But usually, I don't know. Okay, usually you select it and it selects that tooth. Maybe I have to ensure it. But previously, when I did it, it just saved. Click it and it saves it. I really want to show you guys this. So when it works properly, which I'm a little confused as to why it's not working now, it actually, which is really cool, it saves it. So as in what that means is when you click this tooth, it'll say number 3. And it'll send all of this information in a nicer form to the specialist with number 3 highlighted, so they know what they need to work on. They know what their main concern is. So let's see. No, it's not letting me do it at all. That's usually what happens. You click it, and it'll highlight it, and it'll save it as such. I don't know why it's not working as of right now, but it's okay. It should work for everyone very fine and very easy. Okay, so once everything's selected, everything's good to go, we want to make sure to review all of our information that is accurate and it's set up. We're going to hit share through email, because that is how we want to send all of our records over. That's actually a good thing to note. You'll never send any x-rays or any email without attachment because it'll pop that up. You need to attach something selected. Share through email. Okay, so once we hit share through email, what you see here is that this is showing you require secure code for recipient access to shared files. Now, this is something that you can use for specialists you refer to all the time, or specialists that, or excuse me, or offices that you refer to all the time, as in, for us, we refer to First Street, or for First Street, they refer to us. We can have it selected. Now, if you send to a patient for the first time, or I should say a patient, or one office, one time only, I'm trying to tell you. You don't have to have a secure code to send files, but it's good to have it because we want to make sure that every time someone accesses the files, it's someone there that is supposed to. So this is only if we send to a patient one time or to another dental office one time. They're not going to need or want to use a secure code, so we don't have to do that. But this one we're going to do for the specialist. Okay, let's enter the email address. Oh, looks like we already have them in our address book. So if it's already in our address book, we can select it. It'll pop up all our information. Now, if it's not something that's in our address book, say like my email. And I say send link through email, it's going to ask me, this person is not yet in your address book, if you want to add them, yes or no. Why not? We can add them. Now that person could be the patient, or it could be another specialist. Cool thing is that you can generate your own secure code. So say we're going to send this to a patient as well as a specialist. Or excuse me, let's say two specialists since we have a secure code. We're going to re-enter the email and add them to the address book. I don't like secure code. I'm not going to remember it. Let's do something that is memorable to the other office. Okay. Dr. and J. Something that they will remember so they don't have to always access their email. Enter all the information. Fax number if you want, but mainly this is what you need right here. But it's great to have all the information in there just to be ready to go. All right, they've been saved. So we'll send them through email. So this is great. It shows you that you have your secure code. You can change the secure code whenever you want to. If I don't like that being secure code, I can change it to Annie. Why not? If I don't like that, I can change it to something else. This will let you know that you're going to be sending the secure codes through the email before so that they can review it, and then you'll be sending the x-rays. So share through email. Perfect. Your message was successfully sent. So everything was sent to both providers. It was sent to both specialists. It was sent to Annie Fair and it was sent to Supernova. Perfect. That's it. And you can go back to this page if you want. You can go back to the patient list of anybody you'd like to send to. But as of right now, you have successfully just done x-rays. You transferred x-rays to a specialist. Like I said, if you want to transfer to a patient, you just unclick that red box or that green box and it'll turn red. Now, what's very easy and should all be set and good to go, but if you need to yourself, say you're adding a new doctor that we were referring to, but it's not added on the address book as of right now. How are you going to add to the address book? It's going up here, going to my profile, going to address book. When you go to address book, all the doctors that you need to send to are going to be right here. As you see, we've already added a few doctors already. We've added a few doctors that we refer to all the time. Whenever you need to, you can change anything right here by hitting the pencil icon. When hitting that pencil icon, you open up their contact information. Change whatever you want, including the secure code. And if you don't want to, you say cancel. If we don't use that specials again, hit the X. That means delete. So anything that we need to change, you can change right here. Say we have more, and right now it shows that we can show up to 25 entries. We can do up to 100, or maybe 10. We can search the doctor we're looking for. If you want to add someone, add address book entry right there, and add everything that you need or change whatever. Okay, so everything should be added and good to go, but if not, of course, we'll make sure that it gets added for you. Okay, so going back to the patient, say I need to send the referral. I forgot to send the referral and I need to do that really quick. Go to the document center. Make sure to have the referral scanned in as always. But just in case, I always want to reiterate, scanning in everything. Okay. So say I want to send the exam form then. How about that? But usually we just send the referral. Let's pretend this is a referral. We're going to do the same thing we always do when we transfer X-rays. We're going to export. Export the document. Let's save it as a JPEG to make it a little bit easier. Label it properly. And let's save it to the desktop because it's an easy place to find it. Once all that's done, let's go to Edossea. Now, how we do that, of course, is going by the patient chart here. If we don't have it up here already, then it's best to just do it through the patient chart how we were taught. If I click on the dentist link, click on Edossea information, we're going to send it there. It's already in Edossea, so it just found there. Perfect. Now, we can say something like, referral, or maybe something more professional, saying enclosed is the referral for this patient. Please feel free to call anything else needed. We're going to title this referral for the endo. That, and the date is just the date of the referral. If you want to change it to say it was 2 days ago or last week, and we want to add the files once everything's selected. Oh, that. Well, boys and girls, I realized what I was doing. What I was doing wrong is that when you create the record, that's when you select the tooth. I was thinking it was actually at the other page, so I apologize for that. Okay, so say number 3 endo. Let's add those files like we would the X-ray. Here's the first one. Open. Okay, so it's up there. So once it's up there, we can change the date, of course, of what needs to be changed, either from here or right here. That's it from right here. So September 4th, this was done. That date is, oh, and that's already selected too. We don't have to do that. It's already done. That's the date. And we don't need to add anything else. Let's hit Save Record. Record's been saved. There we go. Now the tooth that needs attention is highlighted. And that's why you can't click it here because it's already been done. And of course, we can edit the comments here, whatever is needed. We can add any private notes to this record, which won't be sent to the specialist, of course, or to the patient. And we can send it through email. Let's select it, share through email. And we can either, once again, no access code, access code, no access code, access. So let's do this one, because we're going to send it to someone we already have in the system. There we go. Boom. It's going to let us know we're going to send a secure code, because also we changed it as well. Send it. And we're done. It has been sent. So everything that we need to properly send, we'll send. If we need to send it to a patient specifically, we can take this and do the same thing. I already showed you how to, of course, enter the information, but same thing, we can just add it up there. Let's go back and see if we can go back. Yep, it's the same thing. Just copy and paste from the patient family file. Like I said, copy, paste it there, link through there. That's the one we're going to use. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we have secure code. Oh, nope. We don't want that secure code. We're going to uncheck it because this is a patient. And it's been done. Records have been sent. So, as you can see, when you don't have that secure code, it will not pop up that window asking you to send that secure code. So, just make sure that when you're sending to a patient, you usually don't have to use it. Perfect. And that's it. So we've been using it pretty frequently already. And we try as much as we can to keep it consistent. So once everyone is up to date and trained, this will be the new way we send any information to a patient, whether it be a treatment estimate, whether it be a referral, whether it be a statement for them to pay something or any x-rays. We will be using Edossea to send all of those records to patients, or to send them to in between First Street and Thomas Road, or of course to any specialist. And as of right now, we're all set. We have successfully learned how to send x-rays through Edossea.